Hello YouTube, welcome back to Payson's Garage. In today's video we're going to do a walk around on my son's 88 XR. I had mentioned it in my last video. It's a car I built for him basically over the last year. He just turned 16 at the beginning of the year and he just got his license, what, week and a half ago I think it's been now. No, actually a week ago. So, well, let me flip this camera around here and we'll get started. Okay, so this car here, bought it from a guy I know over in Reno, and we drug it home last summer. It was right before, let's see, I think it was like mid-June. I remember it was right before the 4th, and we ended up stopping halfway back and buying some fireworks. But we worked on the car last summer into the fall, right up until winter hit, and then basically it sat through the winter until I could get back to it this spring and finish it up. So. Car was originally out of California, fairly straight and for the most part rust free, but something I've never seen on one before. It had actually had a rust hole right here underneath the mirror, so for now I just threw some Gorilla Tape over it. That's something I'm gonna have to address. So anyways, let's get into it. So I mentioned in the last video we went through the car front to back, pretty much touched everything on it. Wanted to make it clean, reliable, fun car. So tore the motor down, pulled the head off, changed valve springs, put in a Ranger roller cam, got an adjustable timing gear on there. It's got a new water pump, did new seals, ended up putting in a aluminum shorty radiator. Let me down in there, see if you can see it. Yeah, so I got the aluminum shorty radiator, excuse me, and then the aluminum intercooler that Merkur Depot was selling. I don't think they sell these anymore. I think he went to a full-size RS500 style. Let's see. Still haven't put the cowling back in it. The one that came on the car is cracked really bad, so I either got to do some repairs on it or try to find a new one for it. Put a Kazi grill in it since we have the intercooler in it. Put a blow-off valve on for him because, you know, what 16-year-old doesn't want to hear a blow-off valve. Yeah, all in all, good clean. It's got a T3 turbo. Don't remember what brand that is. Anyways, yeah, it's got a reconditioned T3 in it. Actually, that might be a T3, T4 to be honest with you. I bought it so long ago I can't really remember, but upgraded turbo. And let's see, is that my... Oh yeah, it's got a coated, ported E6. Eliminated the heater valve, so simplified it just by running silicone hose to the heater core to eliminate that vacuum controlled valve, which is always a leaky mess. Yeah, so there's the engine bay. I mentioned in the last video we went ahead and did the Focus front brake upgrade. It's got poly bushings in the front and the control arms and the sway bar. It's got the poly bushings up here at the top of the strut. It's got Coney struts in the front, lowering springs. And then the rear, we did the disc brake conversion in the rear. And the back has Coney shocks with lowering springs, poly bushings. I dropped the beam, did poly bushings in the beam, poly bushings in the control arms. The only thing I haven't done yet, because I haven't picked up another mount. I don't have enough for this car, but is the rear diff mount. Okay. I ended up building a full 3-inch exhaust for it. I did that myself. Bought some straight pipe, several sections of straight pipe, and then some 45s, and a 3-inch, basically straight through muffler. So let me pop the hatch here. But we gutted the interior when we got it. He scrubbed all the carpets, but it's really nice and clean. We'll open up the passenger side here. The only thing I'm still trying to get my hands on, so I had a set of, well, let's see, the car came with dark gray interior, so this upper is about the only decent piece from the original seats, and then I had some black leather, which are pretty rough, but this is the best I could do for front seats right now. But door panels are nice. Made some repairs on the door pockets. Dash has some cracks, but I found this cover in a junkyard years ago, so I finally found a use for it. I need to put another gauge in it. Right now it's got an oil pressure gauge. I'm probably going to put a water temp gauge in it, but I installed a new stereo for him, and it's got the cubby, so I got rid of the... I'm trying to think. I think this one had the EQ there underneath it. And then I've got the surround for the gauges. I just haven't put it on yet because I like to glue up the mounting points because they're so fragile and they break. And I've got a collection of overhead light lenses. So I got a nice clean overhead light in it, which actually, yeah, he must have turned that off, but I got an LED bulb in there so it doesn't heat up and deteriorate the plastic. But we put a new headliner in it, which turned out real nice. Still need to clean the sunroof shade. It's nasty, but it's there and it's intact, so. The back, equally nice. Nice side panels. Went through and repaired the sail panels. Getting kind of dark, you can't see, but now I've actually got some fender washers, painted some fender washers to help hold that in place so they don't crack again. There's the interior. Got some nice basket weaves. I've actually got 2 sets of these, and got a set of the centers and locks that I've kept for years, so I went ahead and put the basket weaves on for him. Yeah, all in all, nice car. Ended up having to put a new windshield in it when we got it, so nice brand new windshield. Pull the driver's side open here. A little bit of discoloring. It was a California car, and I'm sure it just sat out in the sun and baked for a while, but got the keys, so let me jump in and start it for you guys. There we go. Turn that stereo down. Yeah, so it's got working gas gauge, working temp gauge. The stupid tack is intermittent. Oh, there we go. It's got a wrap on the tack occasionally. Everything works. This one's set up for cruise control. It's actually got the cruise stock, but I don't have it installed right now. The display works. This actually works. I don't have, since I don't have the cowl and the wash tank's empty, so yeah, the ADA lights work here. I like the sound of this one actually. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to sound with that full 3-inch exhaust, but it's actually quite pleasant to go down the road, and it doesn't have a drone. I'll see if I can. Might be too dark, but yeah, it's too dark, but there's the muffler right there. But I ended up putting a flex pipe in it right at the back of the downpipe. Let's see if you can see it from this side. Yeah, there's the flex pipe right there. Yeah, I was happy with how the exhaust came out. Sounds good. marker out. I gotta replace the bulb in that one. Yeah, so there you go. So that's my son's 88. He's really enjoying it. Alright, let me shut this off and I'll wrap it up. Alright, flip this back around here. So, alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Like I mentioned in the last video, I told you I'd do a walk around in my son's car. If you guys have any questions about it, let me know. If there's anything in particular you want to see on it, I can definitely get into more detail and show you guys what you're interested in. Or if you got any questions, like I said, let me know. If not, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.